Gardens in Ocala. Check Bob Wine's CameliaGardens.net or go to the newspaper ad for ultra hot specials like these. A huge selection of citrus trees, all sizes, are half price. Same for other fruit trees, all sizes, half price. Listen to this. Famous Bob Wine's sun and shade-loving camellias, many are budded and ready to bloom. They're just $24.99 for the dwarf or regular size. If you're doing a total landscape job, check with Bob for a free estimate and right now get 10% off all your hardscape design and installation. Tree sale too. Buy one, get another for half price. Hurry on over. Bob Wine's Camellia Gardens, Southeast 38th Street, Ocala, daily till 4, Saturdays till 2, in the same blooming location since 1952.
All right. Thank you. 5 minutes after 10 o'clock and 83 degrees already here at the studios. 91 is the expected high today, and I think the chance of rain is still hovering at 50% or so. Oh, they've knocked it down to 40% now, but that, it doesn't really change anything, right? You know it's going to rain, you know it's going to be in the afternoon, and you just say that's just the way life is around here, right? And then if you want to pay for a sauna, you can. I think they're expensive, but the other thing you can do is wait till it rains here at the parking lot in the Paddock Mall, and then just walk across the parking lot after it rains, because you're going to get all this steam coming up off the parking lot.
Yeah, it is true too.
Are there more frogs out there lately?
Yeah. I got so many frogs at my place and here, and it's just unbelievable.
It's just frogs everywhere. Yeah. And you know what I just realized? I spell camellia wrong every single week. There's 2 L's.
Oh, yes, there is.
Oh, my gosh. No, you don't. I see you looking at your own work. No, I mean on this video here when I do the video.
Okay.
And it always tells me, it puts a red line under it. But I always think, no, you're stupid. That's got 1 L. Now I'm looking at it and I see 2 L's. Hey, Laurie Williams knows how to spell Camelia because she's got 2 L's in her name, too.
Yes, she does.
Yeah. 3 if you got the first
3, sure.
Good morning, Laurie. How you doing?
I'm good. How are you guys doing?
Good. Are you a good speller? I mean, are you typically good at that skill?
Pretty decent, yeah.
Yeah, I've been spelling camellia wrong every single week. Oh my gosh, I got to go back to all those videos and fix them.
That'll keep you busy for a while, then, won't it?
we thought about you. We were in Disney World, and there's lots and lots and lots of plants down there.
Oh my gosh, they're gorgeous too, aren't they?
Can you imagine they must have a staff of garden experts all over. They must have a whole department, right?
They have a staff that goes in at nighttime when they're closed, and they change plants out at nighttime, so you never see them change their plants out. That's how they keep it so beautiful down there. It is gorgeous.
It is always pristine, and I guess that's right. It's probably gosh, it's probably busy at night just as it is in the daytime, right?
It is. Yeah. Yep.
And one of the things is I saw some things that I don't see around here, and we're only 70, 80 miles away from each other. You would think that it'd be the same plants.
I would think it would be the same, but it's really not. I mean, just that little bit of distance, there's a big difference in the cold weather between there and here, especially on trees. There's a lot of different trees down there that you can get that will bloom, that do great blooming, that won't grow here. I mean, they'll grow here, but they just don't do well, and the cold weather will freeze them. So you just have to come speak to us, somebody that knows what they're doing, to kind of help you and guide you when you're looking for trees, any kind of trees. And we've got trees on sale right now. All of our trees, whether you pick them up or we deliver them and plant them, we've got them buy one, get one half price. And we deliver them, plant them, and guarantee them. So it's a good deal right now on any trees.
That is really good advice, because I can imagine, let's say somebody visiting Orlando or something, not Disney necessarily, but they find a tree, they go to a garden shop down there, they bring it back here. Next thing you know, it's dead, right?
Yes, exactly. And then they want to know why it's dead.
Yeah.
And then, usually they'll come in and tell us the name. And once they tell us the name, then that's it.
I see a lot of cocoons like on one tree with the netting and everything around it. Does that hurt the tree? Should we leave all those cocoons up there?
Well, I mean, not, you don't really want to, you see that this time of the year on them, because it doesn't necessarily ruin the trees, but those cocoons, eventually the branches will get brittle. So if you see those cocoons growing, because there's bugs in there is what it is. It's not like it's a pretty butterfly or anything. So you want to, get some spray and spray some spray up in there, to get rid of it. Or we carry some systemics. You can, put some systemic on the bottom of it. The roots will take it up and it will kill what's going on up there as far as those cocoons go. It just looks like a web. kind of growing up there.
Right.
Among the trees, you see them. Yeah. Yep.
Did you hear that there's a scientist that wants to make Pluto a planet again?
Really?
You know, Pluto was demoted to dwarf planet. Now there's a guy who says,
I didn't know that.
no, I think it's a planet. There's a guy arguing with him now. There's a plant on this flyer that I'm looking at from Bob Wines that looks like it'd be a great name if we did discover a new planet, Ixora. I mean,
Ixora,
that just sounds like a planet, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does. It sounds like it could be.
I'm going to Ixora. I'll be back in 20 years.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah.
Oh, Ixora is, and it is a pretty plant. And Ixora is coming. We have them right now in either red or yellow. You just kind of plant them by themselves. You can put them in a grouping, and they bloom from spring all the way through till frost. They give you a lot of color, and the blooms last a long time on them too.
What was the plant?
It's one of those plants you got to protect a little more in the wintertime when we have cold weather. So as long as you're aware of that, then you can protect it.
What was that plant, Robin, that makes the lay flower?
I don't remember the name of it.
Oh my gosh, we saw a plant down.
Plumeria.
Yes,
That's it.
yes.
That's it.
Yeah,
There you go.
Yep.
And that
Laurie knows.
And do you sell that?
Yeah, we do. We actually have some, and we have them blooming right now too. They're really a neat plant.
Really? How much? Can I ask the price on them?
Yeah, they're $29.99.
Oh, you
They're
bet.
like a 5-gallon pot. They're probably 3 feet tall, 3 to 4 feet.
That's better than Disney. Disney was $40.
For one stem.
For one stem.
Well, now once it flowers, will it keep reflowering?
Oh yeah. Yeah, it does. It'll keep flowering. And you want to plant it kind of in a little more protected area rather than right out in the open, or keep it in a pot, grow it in a pot where you can bring it in on a porch or patio or something.
Mm-hmm.
But it'll bloom. Once it starts blooming, it'll bloom all summer long for you.
Does it grow better if you play the ukulele?
Probably will give you more blooms.
Now that football season is here, there is a lot of the homecoming dances, and the girls dress up. They usually get corsages, and they're made out of mums.
Yes.
Do you have those mums for the corsages?
No, the mums that I carry are more of the garden mums that you plant in the yard. The most of the corsages they use are not quite as durable to plant them in the ground. These mums will come back year after year and just keep blooming for you. But there are some beautiful mums that we have that make great fall decoration. And they're nice because they'll bloom this time of the year. The freeze might kill them down to the ground, but they'll come back again and they'll bloom again in the spring also. So mums are a good plant to plant for fall color because they come in the bronzes and oranges and yellows and reds and purples, more of the fall colors.
Oh, that's beautiful.
What was the thing this morning about the foliage? People were traveling more just to see foliage right now.
Yeah.
Are you into that?
Really?
Yeah. Do you ever do that? I mean, just drive someplace to see leaves change color?
Oh, yes. Yeah. I've heard a lot of people go up in the Carolinas and stuff just to see the leaves change up in the mountains and all.
I wonder if I wonder if that storm affected
really
that.
Yeah, I would think it would affect it some.
Do roses bloom all year round?
Depending on the varieties that you get, because we carry some roses like the drift roses and the knockout roses, which are the easy to care roses, and those roses will bloom, from spring all the way through till frost. And they don't take a lot of care. And we just got in a new shipment actually yesterday of hybrid tea roses. And the hybrid tea are more of your old-fashioned roses with the big blooms that smell real good. And make sure we get the ones that have the good fragrance to them. Because a lot of the hybrid teas, they've developed them now in such a way that they're beautiful blooms, but they have no fragrance to them. And who wants a pretty rose that has no smell to it?
Oh, I know what you mean.
Sure.
Yeah. I want to be called the big bloom that smells real good.
There you go.
That Larry, he's like a big bloom. It smells real good.
So the big bopper, we'll call you the big bloom.
How do you handle the moss on the trees and the bushes? How do you remove that safely so the trees and bushes don't die?
Yeah, we carry a fungus spray. We carry copper side, which is real good. You mix it with water and you can spray. We also carry a systemic fungus spray that you can attach to the water hose. So if you have to get way up high in the trees, you can get pretty high up in the trees. And actually, this time of the year, you want to go ahead and spray, to kill that fungus. I mean, not that fungus, but kill that moss in the trees. If you don't get rid of it, it can damage the trees and eventually it will kill the trees. So you don't want to let it get so bad, that it's going to kill the branches and stuff on your trees.
Oh my gosh. How do you know then that a tree is dying?
Usually you can tell, if you're not seeing a lot of leaves and you're seeing a lot of that moss, it's time that you need to go in there and start spraying. You can kind of get up in there and look. And sometimes you'll get the moss, mossy stuff that will grow like on the stems of some of your plants and stuff too. And the same thing there, you want to spray those with the fungus spray also. You don't want to let that stay on them.
Oh, okay.
I just thought in movies when somebody's dying or a dog's dying, they always play violin music, right? When a tree is dying, there's nothing. I mean, we really should have a new genre of movie, the life and death of Larry's apple tree. There you go. I could show it from its beginnings in the coffee cup.
Right.
Yeah. Are you going to kill it?
No, I'm being sad though. Just thinking about the future. One day it's going to drop dead, and maybe I'll be dead first, right?
That's a long time from now.
How do some people keep their grass green all year round? Is there special grass for different seasons?
Well, not really. I mean, we have, there's 3 or 4 different Florida grasses that you can plant, but the main thing is just maintaining them and fertilizing them and using the right kind of fertilizers and weed feed all at the same time. And we carry some good weed and feeds that you can use that are good on all Florida lawns, whether you have Bahia, St. Augustine, Zoysia, any Florida lawn, and it kills a lot of different weeds. And then we also carry a product called dollar weed killer. So if you get dollar weed in your lawn because of all the rain and the sprinklers running, you get the dollar weed, you just, use this chemical. It's actually a granule. You just sprinkle it around and water it in, and it'll kill the dollar weed.
Oh, okay.
There you go.
Excellent.
How's everybody over there? How's Bob and how's Mr. George?
Good, and Mr. George is doing good, and we're actually getting ready. We are feeding this weekend downtown.
Oh, nice.
We'll be there setting up at 10:30, or actually be setting up at 10. We'll feed from 10:30 till 12. We'll probably feed about 150 of the homeless.
Oh,
do you need any help? Any volunteers? Do you want to?
Yeah, anybody that wants to volunteer would be great. If anybody wants to give any donations, we're taking donations at the nursery. Whether you want to give monetarily or if you want to bring in some hygiene stuff, washcloth, soap, shampoo, anything like that, or clothing, socks, anything.
Yeah.
Would be great help.
It's getting close to that time of year where it's really important, more important than the summer, I guess, because of the cold weather.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you for what you do, Laurie. Thank you for that. Thank everybody over there for doing this, and we'll talk to you next time, okay? And be careful out there.
Appreciate it. Yes, thank you, guys.
All right, we'll be right back.
Hey, there's great stuff for your garden this week at Bob Wine's Camelia Gardens in Ocala. Check bobwinescameliagardens.net or go to the newspaper ad for ultra hot specials like these. A huge selection of citrus trees, all sizes, are half price. Same for other fruit trees, all sizes, half price. Listen to this. Famous Bob Wine's sun and shade-loving camellias, many are budded and ready to bloom. They're just $24.99 for the dwarf or regular size. If you're doing a total landscape job, check with Bob for a free estimate and right now get 10% off all your hardscape design and installation. Tree sale too. Buy one, get another for half price. Hurry on over. Bob Wine's Camelia Gardens, Southeast 38th Street, Ocala, daily till 4, Saturdays till 2, in the same blooming location since 1952.
This is Jan Marino from Palm Garden. So often when you advertise, it's hard to quantify whether your efforts are effective. But I have a success story. In my travels to medical offices, I ran across someone who recognized my voice from the radio and told me that they felt like they already knew me because of my association with WOCA. My message to you, they're out there, they're listening. Truly, radio gets results. 96.3 FM, 1370 AM, WOCA, The Source.
Feeling creative or looking for inspiration? The Appleton Museum of Art has something for you with a full schedule of studio art classes and workshops for adults, teens, and children as young as 2 years old. Classes begin as early as September and cover a broad range of subjects for all skill levels, including drawing, painting, clay, mixed media, sculpture, and more. For more information or to register, call 352-291-4455 or visit appletonmuseum.org.
Gene Powell Pasture Mowing, 352-629-2440. Our tractor services include bush hog, disking, front end loader, box blade, and stump grinding. We also have zero-turn mowers for the smaller paddocks, aisleways, fence rows, and lawn care. Fence row spraying is also available for weed control. We are licensed and insured. Gene Powell Pasture Mowing, 352-629-2440, or online at powellgene, Gene, at yahoo.com. Gene Powell Pasture Mowing. Gene is a proud United States veteran.
Thank you. 20 minutes after 10 o'clock. Where'd Joe go? I was going to do that. I have a little segment I thought he'd enjoy. Or 20 minutes after 10 o'clock.
Answering the phone.
Oh, he's answering the phone.
Yeah,
Okay.
we have to do that. Answered by a real person.
Hello. I can do that. All right. I have a list of things. I thought this might be fun. And you might argue with these things. But anyway, it's what is the best and worst things in each state. So, of course, the first one you want to know about is Florida, right?
Mm-hmm.
So the best thing about Florida is it's a vacationing place. It is no surprise to anyone that the Sunshine State was voted the top vacation destination in the state.
Yay.
There you go. People come here for, look at this list of things they come here for. They come here for Disney World. They come here for Universal Studios. They come here for SeaWorld, in spite of that movie, I guess, huh?
I guess
They
so.
come here for the beaches. They come here for Key West. They come here for Fantasy Fest. They come here for the Everglades. They come here for Clearwater.
Mm-hmm.
They didn't mention anything on Ocala. Hey, what about Silver Springs? You forgot to mention that.
Exactly.
But anyway, so vacationing is the thing that Florida is best at. The thing we're worst at is treating HIV/AIDS. According to this, Florida, Miami in particular, has the largest rate of HIV diagnosis. So, so they're saying that we're the best at vacations, we're the worst at treating HIV/AIDS. So there you go. So that's Florida. Do you want let me take a phone call?
Oh, okay.
Hello.
Hi, how you guys doing?
Good.
See, wonderful subject. If I can mention Wisconsin, everybody thinks that it's cows, milk, and cheese, or bratwurst, or beer. But the number one industry in Wisconsin is tourism.
Oh, is it? I didn't know that.
Because just south of Wisconsin, you've got about 5 million people that live in northern Illinois, which is Chicago area, and Illinois is not really. They don't have lakes and rivers and stuff like we do, and it's just it's an invasion every summer from south of us to the northern part of Wisconsin. So it's our number one industry.
There you go. But that is not what's on this list. What is best about Wisconsin is raising a family.
Oh, well, yes.
Yeah.
Look at me.
32% of the nation's safest cities for raising children and a family are in the state of Wisconsin.
Well, I can believe that because I'm from there, and it's a friendly state, and it's a wonderful place to grow up. And my grandkids are up there, and I hope they stay and maybe retire to Florida someday. But while they're growing up, I hope they stay in Wisconsin and enjoy it because it's education is number one, and this and that, and everything is it's just wonderful up there. Although the taxes are a little bit high, but you need that to support everything.
All right, now here comes the bad news. Here's what they're the worst at. They're the worst at racial equality. It says
I'm not going to say nothing about that.
It says in Wisconsin, the unemployment rate for people of color is almost triple that of white people.
Oh, my.
How about that? So there you
I
go.
wouldn't have thought.
The best and worst of each state is what we're talking about. Hey, thank you. He appreciate your 2 cents. Sorry. All right. We covered the two that I knew we'd cover. I knew we'd cover Florida and Wisconsin. Pick a state. I'll
North Carolina.
Oh, North Carolina. Let's see how North Carolina does on everything. The best and worst things about North Carolina. Let me see. It's in alphabetical order, so it should be easy for me to find.
Okay. Because that's Joe's state.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Joe's. And Connecticut is his state, too.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
All right. So the best thing about North Carolina is millennial living. There you go.
Oh, there you go.
It's the best city for millennials, it says here. The number one ranked factor in Durham's increased job opportunities and low affordability, making it an ideal spot for young people. So if you're looking for some place to live and you're a millennial, you might want to consider North Carolina.
There you go.
Give them a week or so to clean up after that hurricane.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, exactly. It's horrible.
The worst thing about North Carolina is the sexually transmitted diseases.
Oh,
Yeah. So it says
wow.
STDs have been on the rise all across the state of North Carolina, and it has now some of the highest rates of diseases, including syphilis, chlamydia, and gonorrhea.
It's those millennials.
That's what it is. The two things go together.
Free love,
That's what it
sure.
is. All right. All right, let me look at New York.
Okay. All right.
According to this, now, the best thing about New York is its bagels. How about that?
Okay, that's pretty amazing.
I know that Rabbi Hecht agrees with that.
Yes, he does.
I'm from New York. I hate to be unloyal.
Uh-huh.
And I know there are some great bagels up in New York. I'm not saying there's not, but I've had some pretty good bagels here too.
Yeah.
I know he doesn't agree with me
Mm-hmm.
on this. But
Well,
you know what makes a bad bagel better? Or a plain ordinary bagel better?
What?
A toaster.
Oh, there you go. Yeah, toasting is very
Toaster.
good.
Anyway, so New York City gets the best thing about New York State. Oh, it's a state thing. Okay.
Yeah.
It is the bagel.
Okay.
The worst thing about New York State is the food safety.
Oh.
It has the most cases of food poisoning of any other state.
Oh, no.
Oh my gosh.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
And I think I know the guy who's selling all of that food, by the way.
Yeah.
He's down on 7th Avenue, the guy with the
Exactly.
umbrella room.
That's right. With the H's.
Yeah. With the H's? What?
Oh, the horse of 7th Avenue. Didn't Paul Simon
Oh,
talk
okay.
about the horse of 7th
The horse of 7th
Avenue?
Avenue. The horse
So-
are spelled with a W, by the way.
Oh, that's right. Sorry. Anyway, that's right. I forget.
All right, so that's New York. We can talk about, how about South Carolina?
Okay.
South Carolina has the best sweet tea. Yeah.
Okay.
It has the worst DUI rates, the highest total number of deaths from drunk or impaired driving.
Okay, there you go.
No, not drinking just
Wow.
sweet tea, apparently.
No, maybe it's Long Island iced tea that they're drinking.
You're right.
How about Alaska?
Alaska.
Yeah, I always wanted to go there.
Do you?
Yeah.
Alaska is best for its great outdoors, so that makes sense.
Oh,
Hiking,
sure.
biking, canoeing.
Yeah.
The worst thing about Alaska is the suicide rate.
Well, I can imagine they're all like sequestered from the rest of the world. Don't you think? It's
That might be the
tough.
reason. Yeah.
Yeah,
It's got the
very
highest
tough.
rate of suicides, which sadly continues to increase year after year.
Yeah, that's very sad.
Arizona. The best thing about Arizona is its sunshine. Ooh, a little
There you
competition there for the Sunshine State, right?
Yeah. Different
Um,
kind of weather, though.
Yuma, Arizona, located in the southwest corner of Arizona, is the sunniest place in the whole world, let alone the country.
Is that where your brother Bob is going in Yuma?
I don't remember
Uh-huh.
exactly where he's moving to.
Yeah, he's building that house, you said.
The worst thing about Arizona is the teacher turnover.
Oh,
It's the worst state for teachers thanks to high turnover and teacher to student ratios.
oh my gosh.
All right, we didn't do Connecticut. Let me do Connecticut.
Okay.
The best thing about Connecticut is making money. Hey,
There you are.
Connecticut has the highest per person average income of $50,392 a year. The worst thing about Connecticut is its public roads. Over half of the 21,000 plus miles of public roads are in poor condition.
Wow.
There you go.
Wow.
The best thing about Arkansas is the duck hunting.
Of course.
The worst thing about Arkansas is the divorce rate.
Oh, gee.
23.4 divorces for every 1,000 people.
Wow, that's high.
Oh, wow.
That's very
All
high.
right, let's look at our neighbors. Georgia.
Okay.
Georgia's best thing is growing onions. It is nicknamed the Peach State, but it is onions that get the big crown there.
Mm-hmm. The Vidalias.
The worst thing about Georgia is flu prevention. One of, let's see, Atlanta has the most severe levels of influenza in the United States.
Oh my.
How about that?
Yeah. Though that's a hub, though. That's a hub for everybody. The airport, and it's international and all that.
Name one more state. One more state.
Let's see. New Jersey.
New Jersey. Let me
Yeah.
find it on my list here. I'll
Okay.
find it, and I'll tell you what's the best and the worst thing about the
Okay.
state your son lives in.
Yes, he does.
The best thing is the diners. Known as the diner capital of the world, New Jersey has over 500 nostalgic diners.
Yeah, they have. Was there at a diner?
Old-fashioned root beer floats. Wow, okay.
It's a good thing.
I love diners. Okay. The worst thing is the property taxes.
Oh, well, they're better than New York.
They are better than New York.
Better
but
than
it says
New York.
here, no, it says here, the steepest property taxes in the country are in New Jersey.
Wow. Gosh.
Wow.
So there you go. Move to Florida and vacation in New Jersey.
Won't you come to Florida for a vacation? A tan
Never go
developer
home.
is beckoning from the television. Beckoning from the
Beckoning.
I can't find my music here. Come on. All right, we got to take a break. We'll be right back. This is The Source, WOCA Ocala.
Fox News Radio. I'm Chris Foster. Christine Blasey Ford's given till tomorrow morning to say whether she'll testify about her accusation that Supreme Court nominee Brett Kavanaugh sexually assaulted her in high school. The lawyer says that's too rushed.
Senate Judiciary Committee Chair Chuck Grassley says he's trying to accommodate Ford.
Either in an open session or a closed session or a public or a private interviews.
Some Republicans on the panel say if she doesn't show up, it's time to move on and vote.
Fox's Rachel Sutherland. The Orlando-Melbourne Airport in Florida has been reopened. Airport